What's going on, guys? Calling me always for gaming, and welcome to this episode of Lore Updates. It's not really an update, but it's just a lore session. Lore sessions. Relax yourself. Forget what you learned new about the orcs, and I will teach you about them. Actually, I made a little funky title up here. Look, the Orcish, and it's out of place. Fuck. In bitch. Yeah, I'm here to talk to you about the orcs. Okay, the orcs are a race that you know as corrupted, as one led by a prick you call Garrosh, I call a tank. Now let's start where they began, where the orcs kind of originated from. The orcs came from Draenor. Draenor is now called Outland, if you didn't know about that, because it exploded, and I'll get to that in a minute, in the other parts, because I can only do about 15 minutes of this, before my computer goes, no, stop it now, I don't like it. Right, the orcs lived on Draenor in the Grand and all across Outland. Draenor, sorry, fuck. They were in separate clans. These clans, I'll show you the main clan, the few clans that existed. The Red Walker, the White Claw, Frostwolf, Black Rock, Shadow Moon, and many other clans. Like the orcs generally lived a very peaceful life. Okay, they didn't want to go to war. They only went to war. They were a warlike race, though, as this Blade Master significates. They went to war if they were provoked onto going to war, but they lived a very peaceful life. They followed shamanism. They didn't have warlocks or mages. They weren't corrupted into believing in those dark arts. So yeah, they lived a very peaceful life in the areas of Zangarmarsh, Shadow Moon Valley, Hellfire Peninsula, and near the Dread Sea, and oh fuck, what's the other bit where the Laughing Skull was? You know, Netherstorm was actually called the Plains of Kasan, I think. The Plains of Nassam, or something like that, because it didn't turn out like a big purple rock. Okay, it was completely fine, lush, fertile land. So, but the Orcish Horde is a completely different story to what the orcs are. The orcs lived a peaceful life for a very long time, and they had a figurehead inside called the or Elder Shaman. This one was Ner'zhul. Ner'zhul was a chieftain of the Shadow Moon clan and was revered by all orcs, inspired to be like him. Everyone wanted to. You can hear people in their own villages going, "Oh, I wish I was like Ner'zhul. I want to inspire to be like Ner'zhul. I want to be like him." Everyone wanted to inspire to be like Ner'zhul, like he was before he got corrupted and all that. And he generally was the figurehead of all the orcs. He held the Koshag festival every few years, twice a year I think, and something happened that day. Kil'jaeden, the archdemon of the Burning Legion, was watching Draenor from afar, going, "Yes, yeah, these people are fucking legendary. These people are the exact people I would like for my Burning Legion." So he sent himself in the form of Ner'zhul's mate. I don't know her exact name. And then at the Koshag festival, when Ner'zhul was practicing his own ritual rites on his own, she appeared, and Kil'jaeden took a hold of her form and said to Ner'zhul, "The Draenei, your so-called friends, are plotting against you." Kil'jaeden convinced Ner'zhul that the Draenei were plotting against him. So Ner'zhul decided to believe this because his mate had died. His mate was dead, and if a spirit was talking to him from beyond the way, saying that, "Come on, you gotta believe me on this one. The Draenei ain't good guys. They're gonna come against you one day. You better stop them." He was like, "Shit, man. Shit, bro. I should stop these fuckers." And that's exactly what he decided to do. So, the orcs led their full. The orcs kind of. Let's just go back to Oshu'gan being Kil'jaeden meeting Ner'zhul in the form of Rhaegar or something. I can't remember the mate's name. He convinced him to abandon shamanism. She just went, "Fuck shamanism. I've got a better power." Okay, and that was that of the warlock. Kil'jaeden decided to teach Ner'zhul and a few other people that of the warlock. And as soon as Ner'zhul learnt it, He sent a message out. The entire Orcish people went, oh my god, he left the... I want to be a shaman. Fuck that, I want to be a warlock. You know what I'm saying? So, the orcs, most orc shamans became warlocks. Because Ner'zhul was. Simple as. They wanted to be like him. They inspired to be like this man. Any means necessary, but he had no idea what they were leading themselves into. So, Ner'zhul decided to lead his people against the Draenei. He eradicated them there and then. He wiped Nagrand of the Murkblood, Zangarmarsh, all of it. Zangarmarsh, Hellfire Peninsula, Shadowmoon Valley, and even the Temple of Karabor. The Temple of Karabor is basically called the Black Temple now. Because when the Draenei fled from Argus, and they settled down on the Temple of Holy Light. The Temple of Karabor was the prophet Velen resided. It was a being, a pure light, and they worshipped the Naru with their overwhelming joy in the Temple of Karabor. They spent their life in there. They spent every Draenei priest, every Draenei paladin, the Vindicators, spend their life learning the ways of the Naru, perfecting themselves into every possible way. They lived a peaceful life. Even Akama, before he changed into a broken, lived there. He worshipped amongst halls. This is what I quote. I quote this from the Black Temple trailer. I worshipped among its halls. I was happy then. I remember too the day the Orcs came. A marked a day by war, no peace, and blood. So the Orcs must have stormed the Temple of Karabor, killing everyone. And another quote from Akama in the Black Temple trailer. Many paid the ultimate price. I led many to safety. That means he left some of his family behind, this may seem. And loads died. A lot of Draenei died. So then Akama led them off. That's all we know. That's all he's taught us. So let's get back to the Orcs. The Orcs mustered themselves. They're warlike. They haven't changed skin yet. They're chained, but this is what happens. The Blackrock clan and the Blacktooth, no, the Blacktooth Green didn't exist then. The Blackrock and the Dragonmaw their skin started to form into something different. Their brown started changing it started to form over tens of years. It started to go a bit grey. But they didn't stop them do anything. They mustered the entire Orcish people, and they stormed Temple of Karabor. Just imagine that. Look at this Orc here. Look at this Blade Master. Imagine Orcs dressed like that, in their thousands, hundreds of thousands, coming charging at you. You would shit your pants. Your pants would literally come out of your nose, and your brains would shit out of your ears. Over half of the Draenei race died, and Velen saw this coming and was like, shit son, I want to get out of here, so he flew away on the Exodar. Presumably was part of Tempest Keep. So Ner'zhul generally won the war against the Draenei. The Draenei were out of the picture. He's taken over most of Draenor, because the Draenei generally owned a lot of Draenor as well. Temple of Karabor, most Shadowmoon Valley, a lot of Nagrand, a lot of Zangarmarsh, and a lot of Terragar Forest, including Alchindown. So then all the survivors that remained on Draenor fled into Alchindoun. The Alchinai, for example, they fled from Temple of Karabor before the attack, because they heeded his warning, and they fled to Alchindoun and formed the Alchinai, and now they're corrupted by something we don't know. We still don't know. They haven't told us anything about even though it's we still don't know what the Alchinai were corrupted by. We don't know. Something's happened to them that formed them to be eradicated by us. But Ner'zhul had a problem. He saw what he'd done. After the war against Droll was over, it was been peaceful. Ner'zhul realised what the hell he had fucking done. He was like, he looked at himself and his people and thought, oh my god, I'm leading my people into like eradication. I can't do this. I can't lead my people this way anymore. And then so he said, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not being the Orcish leader anymore, and refuse any contact will kill Jaden. But there was a slight twist to that. I think we all know who killed Gul'dan is. Gul'dan was an apprentice of Ner'zhul. He took the place where Ner'zhul left off. He was like, no, how could you do this? This is the best power ever known. You dare destroy the fact of kill Jaden and his people and the Warlock. You've left your people astray. So Jaden agreed to teach Gul'dan more of the magics of the Warlock, and became the figurehead of the Orcish people. Not kind of a figurehead, but he was leading the Orcish people. But he wasn't very popular as people thought he'd be. So we needed someone to like take his place, someone to be his figurehead. So he chose Blackhand. We don't know Blackhand's first name, just Blackhand. Blackhand was the chieftain of the Blackrock clan, and took form where the old Orcish Horde was formed. The first known thing of the Orcish Horde was made. Gul'dan formed the Shadow Council. The Shadow Council were a group of orcs, the Orcish warlocks, that ruled the Orcish Horde from the sidelines. They weren't there in the open. Barely anyone knew who they were. That's how secretive they were. So the orcs, the Shadow Council ruled the Horde, and Blackhand was basically being manipulated by Gul'dan, and they didn't know this. He's going to be that leader, that one figurehead. And then the orcs then started to fight amongst one another. And hang on, no, let's go back further. I've gone too far. Jaden thought, after the Rising of Drona, he thought, yes, this is the people I want. This is when Gul'dan became in charge. And so Gul'dan agreed with Jaden for Manaroth to visit to Draenor. Manaroth is a pit lord, an Ahillan. He was walked to Draenor, and all the chiefs, the entire Orcish Hall was present at this meeting. And there was a fountain that was built. And then Manaroth spilt his blood into the pool. It was burning with rage. The blood was bubbling horrifically, exploding at the pure might of the demonic power. And the first orc, and Gul'dan said, "Drink, my brothers, gorge in its demonic glory." And the first orc to drink from that was Grom Hellscream, of chieftain of the Warsong clan. He was the first to drink from the blood. As soon as he took that first sip, he damned the Orcish race forever. But there was a benefit from drinking the blood, however. It took hold of his whole entire body and his mind. The bloodlust overcame them. It somewhat changed who they were. Rage replaced peace. Everything just changed. They wanted to kill everything. But they had a problem. They had nothing to fight. So all the chieftains, Kargath, Kilrog, Durotan. No, Durotan wasn't there. Durotan didn't drink the blood, actually. That's a good thing to remember. The Frostwolf clan, the White Claw clan, the Red Walker didn't ever drink the blood of Manaroth. Sorry, fuck. Just think that one through. So we have the Orcish clans fighting amongst one another. Tagar, Sprinebreaker, Fenris, and the Hunter, all of them are fighting because they have nothing else simply to fight. And Gul'dan was like, shit, son, I can't just. I need to find something for them to fight. Otherwise, my work's gone. I put lots of effort into this. I mean, this is my horde, and I will not let it fall away. That's what he thought. So then he tried to find a suitable planet to conquer, and that was where Medivh came in. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this lore thing, the session of lore, or lore with 4i Gamer, if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and the good stuff. It makes me happy and encourages me to make more. And as always, take care and be prepared for Shell Shock 2 if it's working, because it's not at the moment, so stay tuned for that.